There you go. Okay, so my own little embed should probably work. If it is running. There you go. There you go. So my own thing's going.
Oh.
Alright, so I got this is gonna be weird because you're literally in the call. Is there like music in the background though?
I think so.
There should be a bit of like OST shit. Cause I'm wondering if I got that managed set up. Let's see. I'm gonna put it on mute and just watch myself like a weird. That is like only seconds of delay. That is crazy. So I should be able to swap to. So if we go, Henson up now. So that's the BRB. Did that go on stream? Never mind, it's not only seconds, it's like a whole half a second.
Oh, that's
that
cool.
went. I think that went. It says my quality is excellent for some reason. So the BRB works, but it's a while. It takes a while. Does chat do anything? I see you emoting. I see some hearts or something. Oh, you said hi. Okay, is that appearing in the chat?
Yeah,
I heard
I'm
something
watching.
come through. I heard something come through, but I didn't see anything. Maybe I don't have my chat linked. Hang on. I think I have to get the URL. Oh, never mind. You came through. Okay, there you go. It just took forever, for some reason.
Oh, that's.
But did it? It came through here
there's
too.
a long delay.
Quite. I could make the delay a bit quicker, but then like the processing might be weird. How's the quality though? My quality's. What, I'm broadcasting in fucking 1440. Oh shit, dog! I shouldn't be. I can't afford that. 1440 is like 1080 max, if anything. 1440 is crazy. How do I adjust that? Trains. Okay. Let's see about. How do I adjust that? Is the canvas settings? Activity feed? No, that's the stream elements stuff. Where is the advanced audio? You know what? I'm going to. It's probably weird to share. I won't share the whole screen here. But got one. Okay. This weird. So you see live control panel here. Chat rate 1. Concurrent viewers. Hello. Wait a minute. Wait, are you the? Oh, hello. Hey.
Oh.
I'm a little confused because I don't know if that's like. Honestly, I thought you. Are you real? Because I thought you were like one of the dudes that Stream Elements was given. I'm sorry. I'm like, wait a minute. I was setting up Stream Elements and testing stuff. I could put in like fake chat, and I swear I caught your username in that. That's insane. If you... I guess you were a sub. Thank you. I'm getting this together and trying to get this all working. First time I've ever done any real streaming aside from just, hey, I'm gonna make a game, and did that like years ago. But my idea is that I'm gonna work on a bit of a prefab right now. I actually put this in frame because this is a DS thing I'm working on. It's like PictoChat. But at the moment I'm trying to figure out how I don't broadcast in 144p so I don't like kill the entire network. Because if I do that, then it could tense up. How do I change? I know I could change like another bit of processing, but it's still processing 144p. OBS change resolution. 2 drop-down boxes for resolution in the video tab. The video output is currently active. Turn off any outputs to change video settings. Okay, I'll be back in just a second. I'm gonna switch this setting on. It maybe be like 30 seconds. BRB, this is a test anyway. If I could hit the button. You'll not be able to reconnect? No longer be live? What? Never mind. I guess I'll just adjust that later. If I can hold up with 144p, that'd be insane. But, anyway. I will just make a note to change that. Let's say... Where's the goof? Give me the... I just made a new document. Let me write in it. There you go. Change resolution in video mode so I don't try fucking T-Mobile BS. There you go. Anywho, this is going to go on my other monitor, and I'm gonna let it here. Pargwin, let me know if there's anything weird stuff. There should be a bit of, like, tunes, and I'm literally just playing some game OS2, but I don't know if it's coming through. And I think
Alright,
Discord's
I'll let
coming
you know.
through too. Someone else would have to know, but just give me any positional awareness of what is happening with the stream. If I like, I don't know. If something's weird is broken, then
Yeah, I'll report it.
hang on. It says, warning: the stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. I'm not going any higher than that. Like, this is at 144p. That's insane. I was not expecting to go 1440p. Like, I don't want to go unless I'm getting the. Hang on a second. Wait, what's the bitrate when I export from Vegas? Because I know that language. I don't know about this bitrate. I could be getting that wrong. Because I might be thinking 4 mil bits versus, like... I'm gonna run Vegas real quick. And this is not appearing on my... Actually... Let's try the swap button. So we turn off Unity. We turn off Unity. There we go. Turn on desktop. And now it's showing the whole desktop. Okay, so now what we can do is literally just put any media in here. I have my folder of Weasel. Just opening that up because it's just random video that I found. Let's do this little GIF here, right? Project whatever. Time to export. What does it look like? So AVC. What is the bitrate option? So does okay? Because normally I go with one of these two. I want one of these ranges, so it's in millions. 7,000 kilobytes. That would definitely be. Think in terms of zeros. Yeah, no, that's right. That's what I want. So YouTube, fuck you. This is what I want. Anyway, I'm gonna figure out why the system's busted, because for some reason, when I am messing with this Gabagoo, I can actually show it off here, but ignoring the Angel Dragon dude, this is... Actually, Pargwin, I told you about this, right? It's the drawing system I have, but I put it into a DS.
Oh yeah, you told me that.
So, it's in... It's the system I totally, I'm calling it a VSI so I don't get, screwed over. But, if I'm to put on the... Where is it? Draw pad, then it turns it on. But for some reason, I don't know why this is happening, but when I put the DS on, when I put the little prefab on, it'll bring it out, and it'll just turn it off. Which is not supposed to happen, and I need to know why it's doing that, because it's breaking in game. But aside from that, it all works fine. That's just busted up. So... Drophead toggle. Is it because you default to on? Oh! Wait, no,
You
no,
found the problem?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Because I changed it. I changed it on Goldman's, but I didn't... There's another shitpost model I was messing with that I put this on. Something called the Colors Brothers, which is an inside joke I just made. You know the Goldman avatar will do. Actually, no, talking about the roundup, right? I mentioned the businessman that we have, right?
Uh-huh.
So the businessman is this guy that, like, what am I making? So it's a little drawing system thing. I'll show it in just a moment, but this is just an avatar here, one that I use. It's also one that, well, I like Wint a lot, but this is cool, dude. I did not make this model, so this is not my model. I didn't model it, right? But it's highly modified. Goggles are a wee bit different, and you can do cool things like, well, you could do this with the eyes. But this is Wint, if you need to know. A lot of people have the base model of this, but they don't have like the fleshed out, cool adventure version. Chill out. I made the sword though, so I can say that's my own thing. But right now, I'm trying to get a system that I coded to work right in game. I can show it to you here. It's this DS that, draw pad on, right? And you'll have a stylus in this hand. And because I can't exactly move the... Wait, the tip is... Did I mess up the tip? No, tip is on it. Actually, perhaps it could be doing the same thing that it was doing here, because for some reason it wasn't picking up on the location of it. Does the tip have to be off by default? Hello there. Hey, I'm running a bit of a test stream here, so giving something a shot. But I plan on doing modeling like this. This is just some other gabagoo I'm doing with Unity. But commissions and everything. Oh shit! I messed up the stream. Chat goes here. Should be under chat. Hang on. I didn't think I'm on my layers. There we go. That is not correct. Okay. Should maybe make this like smaller so it doesn't appear. There you go. I don't know. Anyway. Leave that there. So this tip should be registering with these values right here, and I don't know why it's not. Because these should be all changing. There was a weird problem with it before. I wonder if it has to be on by default, but I don't get it. Wait, did I... No, I changed it. I changed it, didn't I? This one I did an update. That's why all this is happening. Oh my god, that's stupid. Hang on. So you are looking for...
No, you're not stupid.
No, I'm quite dumb, Parklin. I'm quite stupid. So no longer is it VictoTip, or whatever I call this thing. No, wait, no it is. Because my idea was VictoChat instead of just... Someone recommended a PictoFlip, which works a lot better, and it's not exactly copyright infringement, so... There you go.
Okay.
All
I'm doing, I'm still making some stuff for my train mod for VR chat.
Okay.
Just, it needs a bit more trees.
Picto XLP, Picto... Picto XRP... Picto XRP, alright. I'm not stupid, I'm quite stupid. I don't know what you're talking about. Quite dumb.
Come on, Speed.
I'm dumb! Yay! I'm dumb! Yay! I'm dumb! No. Sometimes I forget some things, and this whole system's just crazy complicated, because you're having a lot of these VR chat contact receivers and colliders that... Well, contact receivers and senders that basically just interact with each other. If I'm to turn this on in the viewport, you can see a lot of these, like, random... Actually, we can turn off this Wint. But this is a lot of these little components, and they're a bit hard to tell that they're there. If I turn off the skybox, they're a bit more visible. There are these orbs that are all around the DS, and these are basically proximity sensors that track each corner of this page. And half of this is calibrating, hey, if it's going to be, the tip of the stylus is going to be here, 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 like 4-point tracking. Like, if you ever calibrated a DS before, I'm quite literally doing that with this system. and I have to adjust these bits manually, it's calibrated, but for some reason it's just not drawing, and I don't know why. So that's what I gotta figure out now. Let's see, back left, back right. No, these are fine. I was able to draw before, but tip is just not working. I think it has to be off by default, and it has to turn on. I wonder if the Discord...
Someone left.
Because I have streamer mode off. So... yeah, that was, it was heroic, right?
Yeah, he left.
Okay. But today's just kind of figure out what I'm doing, and I'm still waiting on a final response from the... I've had the next commission is the last Charmeleon in my queue, and there's a lot that I have to do to actually... Whoa, hang on. Is that not... Oh, that chat's being weird. Oh, virtual touchscreen? Oh, okay. Sorry, I thought it was cutting off. I'm doing a test stream to check everything. I thought the text wasn't long enough. But... yeah, I'm just trying to understand this. Maybe we turn the tip off, and we turn it on with an animation, because sometimes these bust up. So, make a new layer. Call it end buff. So that way, it's just a bit of a buffer. Not an animation controller. Give me a... Don't do this in blinks. Do this in Pictoflip. And create end buff. It's just on by default. So the idea is this would just... Where's Winty's effects? Okay. So maybe just ellipses a lot. Is that... yeah, ellipses, yeah. I'll do ellipses sometimes and just random text. I forget they're called ellipses. Just triple dot, like... do-do-do-do. Oh, also, not meaning to get a bit of spam in the chat or anything. If you want to, I don't care, but I want to see how emotes work, because they should be bigger than anything else. I don't know if the emotes will actually show up here, because this was mainly meant for... I think it's mainly meant for Twitch, but I'd rather do YouTube, because Twitch is kind of becoming a shitter. And as much as I could multi-stream, it's like, I'd have to put only the Twitch chat here, according to what everyone is saying, or else the Twitch stream gets busted and you just get banned, which is it's the most ass-backwards thing. I don't get it. They're now allowing you to multi-stream, but they don't want you to put anything third-party in it, because they want Twitch to be the #1 experience, which is goofy. I'm just gonna stick to YouTube. But it should be bread. Alright. Let's see if the bread is bigger. If it will appear in stream, it takes a wee bit for some reason. No? Maybe it was just the solo emotes. Alright. Maybe that will do something. I can actually close this window because I already have a chat. Let's close dockable window so I can show them use the docks menu bar. Okay. It's right here. No, it didn't even embed. They call that elbow cough and not dab? What the fuck? Alright, that's something else to add to the list. See what is busted up. YouTube emotes are busted. And emojis don't size up. Alright. Anyway, back to this. But I was talking about the Goldman thing with you, Firebrand. That's kind of our joke, is our businessman. We just do random shit to him, and we just like, oh, we're so professional. We can just act out that he's a salesman of many assortments, and it's the funniest shit. So if you ever hear us talk about Goldman, that's the businessman that will just make fun of a bunch. Or if Coolio is on VR, ask him to just be Goldman for a second. He's... Oh my gosh, Coolio is awesome. He's does like the best kind of bit with Goldman. It's so good. I still remember it was one night where he was just... You know that one winter map that's like the whole cavern-ish... It's like the thing where every interior of the map is like a wooden kind of tunnel house thing. Like kind of... I think the idea was not to be in any way bad or saying this, but they were like Eskimo kind of place, whatever. Someone living in the mountainside would be like, oh, this is the coziest, warmest spot ever. And I think it was like called like Alaskan Home, something like that. Even though Eskimos are Antarctica, I don't get it. But it was no, that didn't come through. That's weird. It's just doing the colons of the... Yeah, I'm guessing it's just busted, but okay. Basically, it was that map, and it had like all the interiors where everything was just softly lit, and you just have this businessman going like, ah, rah! He was like playing monkey, because he was like doing all this climbing on top of the ceiling, and he was using play space movers, so he was actually like moving around like arm to arm to arm, just like swinging around as this like professionally dressed businessman. It was so funny. Like I love it so much, and he's just been our shitpost model ever since. So sometimes when we're just feeling extra silly, we just pull out or do a little Goldman model for every roundup. And for one of the roundups at like, I think it was the one after April Fool's, I was like, okay, I'm going to make a speedrun model of a Goldman because I'm showing up to this with nothing to wear that's new, right? But I always like to have something new there, whether I'm presenting or not. And I just made a Goldman that could just change, like, colors, like, on a hue slider. And Coolio just called it the Colors Brothers, and he's like, you need to upgrade them, bro. So I gave him hue and saturation and lightness. So now we have HS and L. So it's, I don't know, HSL now. But anyway, I need to see what's going on with this. Oh, speak of the devil, I have a hue and satin bright slider here. Pen buff, we need to record this, and you need to become... Also, these... Ooh, all these animations are showing up. If I stream actual Unity, does it show these up? Is it... No, all these don't show up, but yeah, the drop-down boxes are weird. I'll stream the actual Unity, though. So not proxy hands, pen buff. Pen buff needs to... Look at this. Stream's current bitrate is still... Sounds like Gorilla Tag. Kind of, it was. We actually... Gosh, now you're reminding me of it. Alright, I gotta drop an idea in chat that I just... Or just to you guys, the very few people watching. This is like the coolest... I love this idea. And in that exact world, and in that exact same like play space mover kind of stuff, I remember playing this one game that I called Ape War. And it's not Gorilla Tag, but it's this little game that I call Ape War in VR chat, where the premise of it is you find a world with player pickup. Any world. And you can pick up your friends and throw them into a portal of your choice. It can be any portal ever. So the raunchiest thing you could find in VR chat, like some very, very bad place you don't ever want to go. Goofy worlds that are like, I don't like this world, it's just disgusting. You drop a portal there, and you throw your friend into the portal. That's it. You just act like apes and be like, whoa, whoa.
So it's like, get in there.
Yeah, like, get in there. Like, Ape War is the idea you throw each other around like apes. Like, it's like a bunch of, like, monkeys just, like, slinging poop around in a zoo or something, but you do it with your friends and you throw them into terrible worlds. You just go back a generation and all of a sudden you just become monkeys, apes, primates going like... I love it. Yeet is deleted. Exactly. Like, I have a new world to add to Ape War. I have a whole subfolder that I have on VRChat that are just like Ape War, and it's just like cringy worlds that I've seen that like everyone would, no one wants to go to willingly. And there's one that I would actually like to go to willingly. Grades of kids to Yeah, no, and my premise of it, right, is there are like no rules to it, except if you have like that stupid portal confirmation on, because that's just bullshit. Yeah. It's that would be like the worst thing is if you had the portal confirmation, because then you have to check the box saying, "Oh no, I don't want to go here." I would love to in the future just design a world just called Ape War, and it's just this like arena, like give me the most basic arena ever, and like you can put in like your own custom portal URLs and things, and it's a place for you to just say a giant 3D ape throwing junk. Maybe something like that, but idea is that you have either a big or a small model, and I mean obviously the big models are going to have a lot more force. Maybe it'd have something like a arena that has, actually what if everyone was the same size but you had like Mario power-ups, like a Mario mushroom that made you big, or like a poison mushroom that made you like tiny, like with Smash Bros, right? And you do that, and then all of a sudden you have more throwing power, but also you're a bigger target, so you're easier to touch a portal. Or maybe someone could like throw out a bomb and that bomb explodes into a portal. But idea is that you just kind of, it's a lethal option where someone gets thrown into a portal and they just have to come back. Like they have to exit the world and come back and rejoin and just mess up their friends. Like it's the stupidest. Like I get vibes of like all the way back to the Filthy Frank bits where they would just do the gentleman stuff, like with that kind of like, it's that raw like boys at 3 a.m. kind of shit where you're just like, I don't know what to do, so I'm just gonna like, screw you, dude. You're like, what? Like the stupid raunchy stuff that you would always do in like high school. That'd be a great world. I'd love to make something like that. But Ape War is a concept. There you go, player pickup, and that's about it. Throw your friends. Anyway, so pen buff should be. That is my dog wanting to come in the room. Really? Marley, you want in? Yes, Marley wants a break from Banjo. Wait. Yeah, there's a dog that might. Okay, so I'm back home, right? And my parents have a dog named Banjo, and he's a puppy, and he's driving my other dog, Marley, insane. Makes a portal that says, Van, throws kid into the kidnapping in the final... Yeah, like the Roblox. Like that. Okay, pen buff. Turn on tip. All we need to do. Now we have an entire story of Ape War that is cemented into my mind through this. So this should get it to work, hopefully. It's different in the editor than it is in game. But either way, having this on drawpad and stylus, it should just allow me to drag the tip over and it should start detecting. And it's not. It does work. Alright, my dog will help me solve this. Come in. Closing the door though. Now she's gonna want something to lay down on, so all the blankets over here. Okay. I am back. I should have tested out my BRB screen in that time.
Oh, welcome back.
Yeah. Anyway, Miley's in here. She's just chilling, sniffing things. She doesn't eat things though, which is pretty cool. Anywho, so this is not going. I don't know why. I think it might be something related to its parent, because for some reason, this being parented to a prefabbed armature, I think that's busting it up. It sounds like crap, but I really don't understand why it would be such a problem. No, because now this is a prefab. So I have to unpack this. What? Okay. Tip. Try to parent tip. I'm just going to try to parent constraint tip to stylus. And then we can unactivate it if I need to beta test it. Doggy. Yeah. What you doing? Sniffing my carpet? Not much you were in here last night. Not much interest in my carpet. Oh, we didn't... I'm dumb. No, I put stylus in here, didn't I? I could have sworn I did. Right. So, WinTFX, Redux, this version. Turn on drawpad, stylus. Is it because it doesn't start out in the... No. Is it... So you're just not detecting at all. Tip is turned off, but pen buff turns tip on. So why is that not going? Oh, because I moved the location of it. Okay. There you go. Expand that. So it's no longer on stylus. And I can't even read it now. Alright. 1, 2, 3. That should have fixed it. Blue reminds you to pull out Blue DSi. What's someone for $30? Can you play Pokemon Black 2 and interrupt your DS Lite by kicking it off your nightstand? Ooh. Broke a DS Lite like that? Jeez. I was kind of basing it off that color though. And it's a little bit larger than it should be. Wint is supposed to be like 3 feet tall, but even at 3 feet tall, that's like a normal kid. So I need to make like... I need to resize it. It's really interesting. Still have it, but it barely worked. You got off that person? Little brother used a screwdriver as a stylus. Oh my... How bad is the screen? How bad is the screen? This hand keeps DCing from Elite Motion. The screen's gotta be terrible in that thing, though. Anyway. Back to it. You should be working here. Drawpad stylus. I don't see these values updating. Are you sure you... Why is it busted now? Is the sphere a bit too small? Perhaps it's a bit too small. Hinge on DS is infamously fragile. Few deep gouges on one side because it was completely unusable at one time. Yeah, there's a hinge issue with my DSi XL even. I have to find a... I know I have to find this, like... Oh, what the hell is it? It's a... I need a new shell for my DSi XL. It's the bronze one. But I only need, like, the lower half. And I could get a used one, but then it's like... You know, you're gonna feel, like, all the gabagoo that someone has put into their... It's like, I don't know if I'd want that. I'd probably need to find, like... I can honestly maybe just 3D print a replacement part. But... Like, my DS is so weathered down from how much I played it as a kid that it'd be like... I don't want it to feel brand new. I want it to feel like it's... Like, the plastic has, like, sanded off a little bit from my hands obsessing with Pokemon Heart Gold so much. And... Oh, man. I miss my copy of Heart Gold. I've lost it for, like, 10 years, and I still look for it today. I'm gonna change the track on Winamp, if that's even coming through at all. Just playing OST from Nursery Meltdown, if you know what that is. Good game on PSP. Yokai Watch? Yokai Watch was good. I never played it, but I have a friend who's, like, really obsessed with it. he actually commissioned me to make, oh, it was... I know one of his names is, like, Red Pawn, but it's, like... I think it's that. I think Bakura was his Japanese name, but it's this, like, big red cat that was in a movie. And we watched the movie together, and he translated it for me real time, because it didn't even have subtitles. I'm like, I think I know what's going on. But, he's a good friend of mine. Cosmos is kind of like Pulse. Spacey. All these sciencey tunes. Anyway. Stylus is not... I'm gonna focus on this. I need to figure out why it's busted. I know it's a test stream, but I'm just gonna say if I keep focusing on chat all this much, then it's like, oh shit, commissions are gonna get nowhere when I do commissions and read all the chat. As much as I love it. Anyway. Drop pad should be turning on, and this value here should be updating. All this gabagoo should be going. But it's just not. But the parent constraint for Stylus isn't on yet, which means it's docked to the regular system. Is turning on and off tip, is this going to do anything? Because you should be contacting. Weasel VTuber, hello! Hey! It's me, I'm Bui. Trying to get this, Stylus thing to register. What was causing it to work before? I didn't have a parent constraint on it. There was no parent constraint on the Stylus tip. This was just in its own world for some reason. It wasn't under any kind of control. It was... Drop pad, Stylus. You're still not updating. Where is the tip now? Tip is right here, which is no contact. Watch it just register these values right here, and then it'll just be able to start drawing. No, it's just not going at all. Okay. Maybe backpedal a bit. So, are you looking for the exact same spelling? Stylus tip. Tip, 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 tip. VTubing. Wii VR chat model used for VTubing. Yeah, exactly. Auto sub just for being a weasel. Thank you. This is the first time I'm ever doing any kind of stream thing like this, and I'm like, there are so many commissions I want to get through when it comes to Mystery Dungeon stuff. Actually, maybe I ought to put the original video on my YouTube channel, but I put the, there's a video that's showing off my Charmeleon, and I literally got 200 requests within 24 hours. And, like, I want to do them all, and they're all, like, commissionary requests. And I've just been trying to figure out, whoa, where do I go from here? I'm still doing college and everything, and I figured, you know what? It's a motivator for me to stream it, and it just makes me feel good to stream it. It'd be fun to... It feels like it'd be more of like a desk job if I do it like this, and I don't want it to feel like a desk job, but I need it to be like dedicate myself to like actually working on it for one day rather than just be like, yeah, I could do it right now, but then I have all this other stuff I need to get done. Nah, this would get me jet set in the with that Korean VTube. Oh yeah, Great Moon. Yeah, there was a, if you saw that video, yeah, he had he did a little documentary on what I did. I'm so embarrassed talking like this, but he did a little documentary, and it was just showing off all my Pokemon avatars and things. Majorly, it was the Charmeleon, and then it was also a few other commissions I did along that. Did you have to rig it yourself? Yeah, kind of. Setting it up for the VTube and stuff. Yeah, this is actually like a heavily modified version of the Buizel model from Scarlet Violet. The face is completely different, and I actually have I'll load it up here so I could show you, because Weasel is this whole avatar of mine that I love, but I was like, there's something about the model that's all messed up. But like, Wii is just that's like me if I were Pokemon. That's like that's how it always feels. But I got Weasel here, right? And I think I've got the classic version of him. If not, I have one that is... Okay, I'll just show this block too. That's a tinier version. And it's unrigged. Okay, we'll just duplicate you, and I will show off the difference between this. So, we got this version of him. This is me, and then literally the shading is the same. So, it's the exact same shader. I'm just looking at a carbon copy of myself right here. All the circle face. Oh, yeah. So, there's a little, I wanted to show the comparison between what I've done with the face edit and what the actual... I don't know what half these shape keys are, I forget. Freaked. Ooh, these are things I haven't even used yet. I made a bunch of these emotes and stuff. Tongue separate, PFP blep. There you go. A lot of cool stuff. But did I just call it ah? No, that's the armature. No. OG. There we go. So check this out. This is what the Weasel model used to look like. This is the original model, the original shape. This is the one you'd seen in Scarlet Violet, minus the eyes and the eyebrows here, because I made those myself. But he looks very, very circular. And this is my little edit. I just kind of enhanced his proportions a bit and made him not so lanky. A lot more like the show. And my best way of comparing it is, I'll bring out a quad real quick right here just to show you, because this is, I love comparing this so much. So this is a little diagram I did. Hang on, I can just bring the photo onto stream. Hang on, let me do that. Here we go. So this is a little diagram I have. And we've got the difference between feature and character. And this is my study. It's but new to all this, amazing job adding your own flair and proportions. Thank you. But the idea is, I love showing out this diagram just because of the stupid comparison I made here, but I don't know, but that's what I tried doing, and ever since, my own little sketches of the boy have matched up quite well with this character. I didn't even try it, I just tried, like, puffing out his cheeks a bit when I was drawing him. I have the PFP, like, everywhere. Breeze, Racing, PFP. Racing with Scarf, Wa, Ico, PFP, Booth. This will do. This is like the profile pic I have on everything, and it just really matches, even the model. I wasn't even trying to work, I think I made the model after I made the PFP, but the proportions are like nearly the same, and even more so if I go back into Unity here, and you do one of these little 2D modes to set it up right. Okay, hit the 2 button for 2D. That's the wrong kind of 2D, but, you know, he just looks very close, and that's all I'm trying to say. This boy has no cheeks. Teaching himself to model in Blender last month. How do you get these avatars I've made? So a lot of them will be, like, the ones that I have public, they're on this world of mine just called Speed's Room. There's a whole area of avatar stuff, so you could just click on this, it's like, oh, show all the avatars here. Actually, I can load up VRChat and show you right now. Let's give that a test, because I'm trying to test out everything. So, I have it as my home world, so we'll just load into the home world. And yeah, I'm writing that down. I should change my easy anti-cheat photo thing, because you can just mod that photo, kind of. I put a meme photo in there that's it's really good. I'm gonna change this to like a photo of Weasel. Okay, so you should be able to hear it now. I'm gonna get rid of this. If I put my VRChat button, turn off Unity, there we go. That's my desktop. Turn off desktop, turn on VRChat, there you go. Trying to figure all this out. Currently modeling Typhlosion and 2 kobolds as your first. Are you modeling them from scratch, or is it like a actual, just an avatar you're working on? Because sometimes, like, you can scratch model something, and it's quite hard to do that. But anyway, here's the little avatar thing. So homeworld here. This is a thing I made for college, so I put into VR. turn down the music here so I don't have two conflicts, but as far as I can tell, I think Asteria's is alright for the VOD. Whatever. I don't know the streaming stuff. Really niche band that I absolutely love. But this is where you'd find all the avatars, and there's a little scroll bar here. Like, everything that I've had. There's even, like, old stuff for stupid animations I made, like, 5 years ago here, but most of my Pokemon, these are quite old down here. I know Fuecoco's kind of recent, but he's basic. Like, I can click on it, and it just changes the avatar. There you go. Fuecoco. But some of these are, like, old Weasels that just have stupid things on them. I also have a bunch of Spyro stuff. A lot of histories in this. From scratch. Man. It's awesome. There's a few models I need to put here too, but even my own Weasel models on here, so I could coexist in VR chat and the stream at the same time. So that's kind of weird. It's so strange. There's that. There's the Charmeleon here, which you need to rename because it's not Coin. I renamed the model, but this is the one that's in the video from Great Moon and the video that I published. Same exact model. It's just clonable. And it's got a lot of customization, Fred. You can look into all this stuff. You'll find it when you use the model, but this is where you get all the avatars that I've uploaded that are public here. There are some that are not, and that's to my fault. If you want to just search my name on Prismic's avatar search, just search Speed Buies, or my old username, that will show up a few more things. If you search Speed73, so that's just Speed73, that was my old user, that will work too. You can just search that on Prismix and you'll find my stuff. So either that or Speed Buies, because Prismix logged it with Speed73, and even VRChat's own code says that's my name, despite changing it. It's weird. I guess VRChat does strange, but yeah. Is Fuecoco with nose physics? Yeah. Okay, I want to show that thing again. If you don't mind a link, I can show you my progress so far. Sure. It's always cool to look at. Yeah. What's up?
Are you using OBS?
Yeah, this is all OBS.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I use OBS as well.
OBS is just like open source stuff is good.
OBS
this isn't even.
is pretty
It's
cool,
not
in
even
my opinion.
Streamlabs I'm using right now. It's. I don't know. Right.
Yeah. I wish I can share. I wish I could share my project as well, but I don't know how that's gonna work.
You know what? I'm testing stuff, so stream in Discord because I want to see if we can show that off. You're doing some cool stuff with trains, and trains are always neat.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Last
If
thing
you
I
don't
want to show is
know,
Fuecoco, though.
for those viewers, if you don't know, I make train avatars,
Yeah.
and I have like
Let's launch
100 of
desktop
them.
mode. this photo. I love it so much. Alright, here we go. So, actually, we'll just get the pop-out view right here, so there's not much Fred to look at. Pop out. Alright, take the stage, Parg.
Okay, so I've been working on this project in VRChat. So I
Hang on.
used a plugin called Airtime. So what
Can I
it,
ask
what
one
it does,
thing?
it allows
Can
you
you
to
guys,
grind.
you guys can hear him, right? I just want to make sure the audio's set up.
I'll wait for the reply.
Yeah. Just scroll around a wee bit.
Okay, so
Trains, yeah.
yeah, so this is my work so far. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to make a landscape that you're in the middle of the forest, and you have these small railways that's
Yeah.
been laid out.
Oh, sorry,
You
hang
can
on.
take
I'm
two
not
rail-
sharing the... Hang on, it's not sharing it. Hang on. There we go. Sorry.
Oh, is it?
You can hear him? Alright, here we go. Do it all again.
Okay. So, this is the project I've made. So, this is the project I've made. Well, I'm making, because it's in progress right now. But it's for VR chat. Of course. And it's gonna be for... well, it's gonna be for people who loves using my train avatars.
Yeah.
It's a small world, not too big, but it's a nice chill place.
Argman has this really awesome style where he's made like low poly, but it's kind of funny because there's this game that came out or coming out called Big
Oh
Walk,
yeah.
and
Let's
he
talk
has that
about
like
that.
exact style, but he has like the Big Walk characters for an entire world. He has a really cool style. So
I'm just
yeah,
saying. I'm saying I had that design before them,
yeah.
so I'm okay with that because you know I prefer my art style.
This is a cute little low poly world. I'm
Yeah, of course.
technical question, but how
Yeah.
many topology? How much topology is in those rails? Because it looks like a
How many
lot.
apologies?
How many polygons?
Let's see. We have this much.
That's actually a surprising low amount. But see, I want to make this disclaimer with worlds. Polygons don't really matter. You can trust me. I went to game art. I took a game art degree on this. Polygons don't really matter in a world. It's when you have to deform them with a mesh. That's when they become a problem. Static polygons,
Yeah.
not much.
So in when it comes to world making, yeah, you could do how much you want, but for
Yeah.
future avatars, there's a limit to it.
And there's a lot of
Just
polygons on those
saying.
rails, but you're going to be up in front on them because you were just showing off a system that allowed you to grind on them. Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh yeah, about the
Yeah.
toggle. So if there's an add-on called a plugin. So
Call the
no, not the
No,
add-on.
I know. I get. I'm that way too.
There's a plugin called Airtime. If you heard of
Airtime.
that,
There you go.
yeah. If you heard of that, it's where you double jump, run on walls, and
Oh, it's
what
the
else do
jet
you
set
do?
thing.
Yeah, the jet set thing, and
That's
the
what.
grinding rail. That's the thing I was after for because it would fit my tracks pretty
Yeah.
well. And I got a plug-in for Blender as well, so I can import them to Unity. Well, export them to Unity. And I can toggle one. I can toggle this route. So, for example, that you want to go. Let's go this one.
Yeah.
For example, you want to go straight. You can click on the cube. You can just leave it there because that leaves it as default. You can just go there. But if you want to go the other way, you have to click a button, and then you go that way.
Do you think there are like? I'm just brainstorming at this point, but do you know how there's there are those worlds that allow like hit something it interacts, right?
Yeah.
Do you think you could set up like a system where you would smack a sign and then it just change the rail last minute, like it's like from a game or a movie or something?
Oh, so you mean like
Instead of just press a
if I
button
press the
and then like
button-
go
if I
back
press
on.
the button, if I press the button, the sign will like change and it
Yeah.
shows what route you're going. Yeah,
Yeah.
I thought of doing that because like not like you smack it, you just click on the button. And
Yeah, it
it
just
swaps
makes
around
like a metal pan smack sound like.
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that. Also, there's a little pond here. There's nothing much, but I just left it
Yeah.
there.
Oh, it's cool.
Oh yeah.
Put one of your birds in it. Make him into a duck.
Oh yeah.
Put a bird in it.
I have a cartoon. I have a cartoon duck. I have two of them
Just
actually.
make him laying back, chilling, like it's just a pool or something for him.
Yeah. So I have
an otter in
so
those
I have
rocks.
I have a mask. I have three masks. I have three mascots. So one's a beaver, one's a fox, and one's an octopus.
Yeah, he made the whole trio
And
animation with them.
I've heard that some
That was
naughty
so
people
neat.
stole those models, but the
Huh?
blueprint. But it doesn't matter. Well,
What do you mean? It's the first time I heard of that.
never mind. But anyway, so I have those
Alright.
three mascots. So they'll be around here at spawn, near spawn. Like that will be like the spawn.
Yeah.
This spawn here, you go up to it,
Oh.
and oh look, there they are.
Hang on, I gotta read what chat's saying here. Gen F says, drop the Untitled Goose somewhere on there. Honk. Untitled
Oh,
Goose
yeah, I could
game.
do
You could
No,
do
I
it.
could do the
We'll
goose,
do a little
yeah.
reference to that if you want.
Oh yeah, I thought of doing like actual animals. Like actual animals,
Yeah.
like birds and gooses.
Yeah.
Or perhaps I could do some rodents, like squirrels and such. And a cool thing, if you find a secret, you can become one of those avatars.
My dog wants to get out. Okay. Come out, Miley.
So yeah, I have a lot of things going on. So yeah, that's all about it. But I'm working on, what am I working on? So I'm working on the trees because it needs to be more spreading and such, and the more details for the train tracks. So like these bushes here, and then
I don't know what my dog
some
wants, but she's
rocks.
sorry, dog
Hmm.
moment. My dog's still in my room, and I don't know if she wants out or not. Because I went to go pet her, and then she jumped up towards the door. I'm like, oh, okay, out.
Yeah.
But no, she's lying
Also,
back down.
also just to give you information, there is gonna be no particles, no light source, no nothing, just all Quest compatible stuff.
I would advise putting in a light source, but just turning off the light for everything but players. Like having
Yeah,
you,
but
there are
don't
ways to
worry.
optimize lights. Actually,
Yeah.
I'm really wondering what this would look like with a bit of baked lighting. Because it
Okay.
might not make sense, but if you were to make a
Hmm.
baked light that stacks on top of something toony, it looks really good sometimes. It's weird, but
Yeah.
it adds a bit of like comfort to it, so to say.
Yeah.
Like you just added
Yeah.
shading
That's.
to something that already has differing colors. It's weird.
Oh, here's a really cool trick I've. Here's a really cool trick I just found out.
Oh
So
shit, you made a whole
from the pre.
skybox. I didn't
So
know that.
yeah. Oh yeah, you can do that one Thunder. Uh. So
No, I know, but I didn't
what
see
I
this before
do.
when you were
So
testing it.
if there's a lantern and you're like, oh, I don't have like light sources and I don't know how to use them with tune.
Yeah.
So right, okay, just pretend there's a lantern right there with no glow effect. But here's what I do: I circle it
How many times did you click? Ooh.
plenty of times, and then
Ooh.
I bring it, I bring it all the way up here. It makes like a glow effect.
Yeah. It's just a little color map.
So you can be creative. That's mostly a me thing because I don't really use light sources that much. And I was
Yeah.
like, yeah, light
That,
source is boring, so I was
that
just
is
gonna
yeah, that is
be
awesome.
really optimal.
Well, I I know you're still working on it, but when do you think you're gonna well at least have a build ready? Because I know you're pretty close to finishing, I'd say.
It's just that well maybe when I'm ready, or maybe when things are like ready, like the bushes,
Yeah.
the
I know a project's
landscapes,
always
the
big to work
background.
on, but well, definitely,
Yeah, it is.
yeah, definitely keep a lookout for it, guys. Haha, for the 4 people
Yeah,
watching.
there's gonna be
But
also another thing is that the it's gonna be replaced. No, no, what was it? So there's this old world I've done, which is called Crusaders Twilight Railway. It's not really optimal for quests, so that got me worried. So I thought of remastering it, but not too big, not too much.
yeah,
It's just a nice simple so people can play. And
I
in the
know.
future, I'll do more.
Yeah.
And the next one after this,
Wait, what is all
okay,
that below
so
the map? You have like a donut there.
yeah,
There's like a
that's
donut
just
below.
I got a little bit lazy. I'm sorry,
That's fine.
but yeah, the next
I'm that
project
way
will
too.
be. I'm not sure if I can do it because Unity, well,
Yeah.
uh, Creative Companion can be off of Weld, so we'll see. But the next idea was making a big pub, but with a railway in it.
Big pub.
Yeah.
He's okay. There's another. I saw your question, Guardian, but I'll read this. Are these trains like simulating model trains, or are they from like a first-person point of view? Yeah,
So
show off a train model of yours. You have all these
oh
like
yeah,
cool. Yeah, do
yeah. Let
that.
me save. So I want to show off my favorite. Oh yeah,
Save the
I
image
want to show off my favorite train.
and
Uh,
load that up.
well, I know,
I'm gonna answer the other
I
one.
know.
So, what is my favorite Pokemon starter? That's a bit. I'm not too sure.
That's
I
a
love
good one.
Cyndaquil just because the whole Typhlosion line is just so good. Quilava's like one of my favorites.
Alright, I got one.
Charmander's like awesome, right? And then it goes all the way to Charizard. Even Charmeleon's just touched my heart because it's like I played Red Rescue Team, and ever since a kid, I'm like, oh, I wish I got Charmander because I tested and I got Mudkip, so I have Charmander as a partner. But I'll take the test again and I get like the personality Hardy every time, so I'm just always Charmander. It's like, shit, man, that's me.
Hmm.
It's cool now. And I never beat the game as a kid, and I only recently beat it. And it's like I was wanting to be Charmander. Now I am. It's awesome. So I like him a lot. Decidueye is
yeah,
also really
Speed.
cool too. He's a good one.
I got this train for you.
Yeah.
So this is the model of the Flying Scotsman from the UK. So I do
Yeah.
one of these trains. So they do have bones in it. Let me find it. So there's a bone that supports that animates the what is it? That animates the piston rods or the bar
That's
or rods. So that's how you animate them. With fizz bones, of course.
Need some great.
Yeah,
little
you
polystyle.
need to do something with the fizz bones in order to get them right.
Pargrin, they like your style.
Oh, thank you. I love you too.
Yeah.
you.
I love you. I love you. I love you.
I love you, Mister.
No, what was the? Oh, it's one of the videos that Snowy would send all the time. Like, oh, I love you. I love you. I love you. It's just this like decrepit old guy. If you're reincarnated as a Pokemon, what would you be?
I'll show you one more.
Either I would be a Buizel or I'd be a Charmander. Either that or perhaps Dragonite. One of those three. I don't know. Honestly, I'd be happy with everyone.
Oh, Speed.
Although I would prefer to be smaller,
something.
but
I have a
Dragonite's
little
just the
something for you,
homie.
Speed.
I love him so much. Honestly, I'm swinging towards Buizel on that, though. It'd probably be a Buizel.
I have a little something for you, Speed. Look at this.
Is that a pencil sharpener?
No. So, okay, so make fun of me all you want.
Pencil
but
sharpener
this
train.
Is this is personally my favorite train from Ohio.
Trains from Ohio.
Yeah, that's a train from Ohio. I'm not joking.
Alright. Thank you for joining, Raccoon.
Yeah. Bye, raccoon.
Oh, I don't know if you're leaving, sorry. It did sound like that. But inspired to do
Yeah.
some work on my models tonight. Yeah, it's... Honestly, modeling is a lot. Modeling is a lot of fun when you like have a good concept of it. A lot of times you're like, oh man, I don't understand this, or you're, where's my hand tracking is? Give me my right hand. There you go. So if you're tracking a lot of, well, if you're oh, what am I saying? I'm stupid. Okay. If you don't have a good grip on like the software and you're like, how do I do this? What do I need to do here? It's a lot of figuring something out and understanding how you would get there. But I will say this: Blender does it better for everything. I went to an entire modeling class. I took an entire modeling, a whole college degree that was just game art. So it was doing all the art for games. Literally what I would be doing if I were to work for a company is modeling and texturing and animating and everything that I do already to make an avatar in Blender, then put it into VRChat. It's the exact same work, but we were using the industry grade Maya, and that is the worst software I've ever used in my life. Blender does it better for everything. Just learn Blender, and you'll be golden. If you know Blender already, that's really good.
Speed, can I tell you my story?
About what?
That I wanted to learn how to animate and do modeling in college. But okay,
Yeah.
so when I first got to college, I was like, wow, I'm gonna learn so much about modeling and animation, and then like and some staffs came up to me and say, "Hey, well, in the future we'll be taking you to the club that you can do animations." And
Yeah.
then 3 years later, they didn't do it. And then another year later, I didn't get to learn any animations and Blender stuff.
Honestly, animation's a hard one. I could probably just tell you about the lessons that I got sometime from my
Yeah.
college. Because they just taught a lot of, like, in a summary, if you guys aren't interested in anything with animation, animation was described as, I mean this in a very serious way. This is like this is the tech tip that you need to know. But animation is different. Animation is like you're combining a bunch of poses together to simulate movement. It's not actual movement. You're simulating movement with animation. You're saying, here's a thing, right? Here's a pose of a character with their foot on the floor, their right foot on the floor. Here's a character with the pose of both feet on the floor. Here's a character with the pose of their left foot on the floor, or both feet in the air. It depends on what you're trying to do. To animate a walk, it's like it's super complicated. But just like my hands here, imagine if I was made of little photos, and one was this photo, one was that photo. So in one photo, I have my right hand up, and in the other photo, I have my left hand up. Call them paws if you want. I don't even have thumbs, but you know, left, right, and all this in between is just you making other frames to go here and here. Typically, what you'll do is one frame here, one frame here, one frame in the middle. So you have your primaries. And that's why like an in-between animator will be a thing, because they'll animate the in-betweens. Typically, animation is, if I'm going to do something like this, there'd be 5 frames in between one motion and the other motion. 1 frame, 2 frame, 3 frame, 4 frame, 5 frame. It's just kind of like you're moving your hands or moving something between, and then like if you really want more frames in between, then that's where the in-between would come through. It's like you combine poses to make something move. That's kind of just how you animate, and that's all animation class taught me. And then it was like, oh, here's all this like other fundamentals, like squash and stretch adds a bunch of life to your animations. And they just taught me all the Pixar crap, because it was a school in Orlando, and the Pixar stuff is really, really good, but it just ends up looking like Pixar if you abuse it too much. I have a friend that majored in animation at the same school I went to. I honestly want to learn some stuff from him, because he does this amazing stuff, but he actually just did some uploads that I want to check out. I think he was making some OST for something. But Jared64, if you want to check him out, he has this amazing... Yeah, making the keyframes and then filling in the gaps. Like, you ever seen someone make an animated thing? Like, only Jerry, like, makes a lot of things with Pokemon, right? Or Digimon, Pokemon. Well, they'll just do, like, movie stuff, but they'll reanimate it with Pokemon. So you'll have one frame that he has where it's, like, this... Arcanine talking, and he's like, he has his mouth open, he's like looking at the other character, which I think is Lucario. I forget the clip, but it was like Arcanine and Lucario. They used some kind of movie clip, but he does like all these frames that kind of, you have to use your brain to merge them together, but they're so similar that you're just like, oh, I know what he's doing here, I know what motion he's doing, despite there being no motion. And that's kind of the illusion of animation. And when you have enough frames, animation just becomes beautiful, because you're like, whoa, that's awesome, because it just kind of went in the way that you'd expect it to. When you have janky animation that just doesn't really work, then you have no flow to an animation, and it just kind of doesn't become an animation at all. It's weird. It's a strange case of frames. Love Jerry stuff? Yeah. I would highly recommend checking out, like, if I'm to plug my friend here, Jared64, he makes some amazing stuff, and he has his own characters and designs, and some of them he's just modeled like Ben from Adventure Planet, I think. Adventure
Futurama?
Island? No. Adventure. It's the Disney thing. Treasure Planet.
Oh.
Treasure Planet. That's what it is. He modeled Ben from Treasure Planet, and it's just, that model is amazing, and he's animated with him too. But he
also
doesn't.
modeled.
Yeah.
He also modeled Dolly Boxman.
Yeah. Did he? Oh yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
The dog. Yeah. That too. He modeled the dog, I think.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
forget,
he's a
but
pretty. He's really cool.
Jared's awesome at modeling, and he was actually one of the people that inspired me to go to the school I went to. Full Sail, if you didn't know. But there's he does a lot of cool stuff, and the biggest thing I find as a surprise, he uses Maya for everything. I don't know how you do it, but Maya is this trick of trade. I've found that Blender is mine, and it seems to be about everybody's go-to, for a good reason though. Like, Blender does it better in my opinion. Why is my hand broken again? You're seeing the controller on my desk? Is my hand... Leap motion is weird, dude. Gestational principles of closure? Yeah. You have your intrigue? Well, check out his channel. He does a lot of... He uploads a lot of it to YouTube. Jared64. It should be just like a yellow J with like a brown background, but you'll know what I'm talking about. He's awesome. Or he might
go
have,
check him out, guys.
I believe it's Jared64. Let me look him up right now.
Oh yeah. By the way, just for
Here
your
it is.
information, you're still streaming my stream.
I know I'm still streaming
in
your
this-
screen. Oh,
Alright.
he's about to reach 5K. Oh, he was uploading this
Okay,
game.
I have an
Scrapbook?
idea. So anyone
Oh,
who's
yeah, he did
watching
stuff
this,
with
go
Freckle,
subscribe to
too.
him.
Sure, we have 3 people watching. That might work. All right. Well, Guardian asked this before. I want to read this off. Once again, what is your least favorite Pokemon? I don't know which one Which one do I just dislike a bunch? I don't know. That's a tough one. It's hard to just say which one I don't like. But there are just some Kanto Pokemon that are just very overrated, and I'm like, just more of this. And some of them are like the goofy ones that, like, some that just get overused, right? Like, I know people like stuff like Caterpie, and Caterpie's alright. But when I'm playing Pokemon Sleep, right, and all I get is, oh, you got dozing because you put your phone in the wrong orientation, and now there's a bunch of Caterpie at ye. And you have just the cliche, like, there's the Rattata, there's the... It's all the fodder Pokemon. It's just like, everyone just reuses because they're so iconic. But why don't you use some of the cooler ones? Like Ferret? Sentret? Like, Rockruff? And like, Houndour, whatever the guy is, the Gen 5 dog, you know? What is it? Lillipup. Yeah, Lillipup's line of Pokemon evolutions. Beware
My
is your least
Pokemon
favorite?
was the
The pun's
Excadrill.
too much of a pun. It's dangerous, but you get it. Oh, man. There's some Pokemon that are just, like, really, really, really cool. But, I don't know. I'm definitely a bit of a... Man, I love this guy. I like a lot of the dragon Pokemon, actually. Like, Weasel's my dude. But Pokemon I can name off the top of my head that I love. Dragonite, Ampharos, Goodra's even pretty cool. Quilava, if I wasn't Weasel, it'd probably be Quilava. Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard's pretty cool, but I like Dragonite over Charizard. There's a lot of those, like, draconic Pokemon I just love. And I guess they're just, people say pear-shaped, and it's like, yeah, you're right. Friend-shaped is a better word for it, but it's about it. I don't know. Anyway, enough of your modeling stream. I'm gonna get back to my thing and put on some different music, because I'm sick of hearing
Alright.
Cosmos. Ooh-ha. We can... There's my Steam there. But what do we load up? I'm still trying to find, like, soundtrack loops and stuff. Redbook. That's Revolt's soundtrack. Tiny Dog. I'm sorry. No, I cannot play that one. That's Bitches on My Dick. That song that you know that one? You know that song? It's the one from the Blockland community that was way...
I don't even know that song. What the hell?
No? Oh my gosh!
No, I
Hair
don't
jokes,
even
best
know.
jokes. Yeah. There's a song that is just ooh. Resonance is pretty good. This is like I'll just have tracks that I just like jam to when I'm just working on stuff. Like majorly autistically listen to like the same song for hours and then just forget it's on because it's like OST. It's soundtrack to me. It's like a background audio. But for now, I'm gonna do that. And we got Winamp just showing off what I'm listening to. This one's Mercury Meltdown's Resonance. It has really good soundtrack. Love that game. Anyway, I want to see about fixing up the prefab here, because that was the whole point of me saying, hey, I'm going to stream this and give this a shot. I went on a response. I guess Raccoon found me on Discord. Alright. Alright. That's cool. Let's load up. Song for today was Nine Inch Nails' Copy of A. Copy of A? I don't think I've heard that one. I do know Nine Inch Nails, though. I like music of all types. It's kind of weird. But I'm still on the... I don't know how the streaming rules go, but I'm going to try to play it safe for now until I just get the itch to be like, I don't care, I'm putting this on. And I have niche stuff that would work. Like, my VR chat world that I was just in had this music from this band called Asturias. They're this insanely underground, like, rock band that does... Well, they call themselves an indie rock band. They don't even really do rock. It's quite literally like, if you were to imagine the perfect music that would fit in a fantasy world, that's exactly what they do. And it is the only album I've ever bought physically, because I needed to have it in my possession. Asturias is... Holy shit. Cryptogam Illusion is one of my favorite pieces I've ever listened to. It's so good. The album as a whole, it's just... Oh, that's the plane I used for preview. Let's just go back to... Where is it? Not Robo Bitch. Pokemon... No, hang on. It was, the Wint scene is in the root assets. Redux. Don't save was new. The S is still here, still on. Why is it not showing? I don't know. Was it because the drop pad was on when I loaded into the scene? Because I know I saved it. Sometimes when the drop pad is on, that's just no. You don't want that to happen. Try chucking this one on here. Why'd you make a Charmeleon before a Charmander? I wanted to... When I was making a character for Mystery Dungeon and everything, my friend Inevitable has this whole world that's like... He built it off Mystery Dungeon as an idea. Also, my emotes are acting up. I need to just like, sit up in my chair a bit. I'm not getting mad, I swear. Anyway, so he has this, he has this whole world about Pokemon and Mystery Dungeon characters and things, and he was in like, oh, let's design these characters. All for Mystery Dungeon, Pokemon, whatever. He kept telling me I need to make my own thing. So I did. And I thought, like, I could do Charmander. But then... Is Charmander too small? Is he... I still feel like that's kind of me, but... If I was... With all the maturity I've had now, if I was in the world of Red Rescue Team, I'd probably evolve once. So I'm like, you know, I'd probably be a Charmeleon, and I didn't see a single Charmeleon character that anyone made for Mystery Dungeon, like, ever. So I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll go with him. And ever since, it just kind of took off like wildfire, because everyone's like, holy shit, that's cool. And, I want to make a Charmeleon, or no, a Charmander. I have made a lot of, like, edits to one, but it is like a cursed project, because for some reason there's just another issue that happens every other time I boot it up. Like, I remember working, like, 3 hours on the thing, and then it was just like, oh, you were using the Symmetrize tool wrong, and it just made all the topology all busted up, and literally, it converted my model from, like, you know, a whole Charmeleon to 50% Charmeleon. Like, it just sandwiched in. like one side just caved into the other, and all of a sudden the left side was gone. It was only right side Charmeleon. I only had my right slice of Charmander, I mean. But Mander, I should say. It's a bit busted up though. Sometimes projects can get busted up, and I just didn't really work on it because of that. But I wanted to make a Charmander, and I kind of just found myself swamped with a bunch of commissions and things, and I'm like, oh shit, okay, I gotta get on this. Didn't really have time to work on my own thing. I've been doing my own stuff here and there, but most of it's just been small projects, and I do consider this PictoChat thing a small project, because it's a system I made a while ago. I modeled the DS in like a day, and then just configured the whole system, and wanted to give it a test run. It wasn't exactly finished, and then another day happens. I add more and more features, and I go to test it, and it's like, yeah, not gonna work. So now I'm doing the final bug fix, which is make it actually draw. So that's what I'm focusing on right now. Now it's not even draw pad, stylus, and you're not in frame. So we grab the tip, we move it back, and you're not updating at all. Why are you not contacting? You're right here! This tiny goober. Oh, there's not a tiny goober. You made it tiny. It's this, yeah, this little element here. Oh, that tip is actually gigantic. Holy shit, I should not be using it that big. But then again, they're the same size. Oh, I don't get it. So draw pad. Be off by default. Don't be on. Is anything with the animations of drawing busted or something? No, because that doesn't make any sense. Because you're looking for the active thing. Why are you off? You're... Maybe the tip needs to be on. You're looking for the same thing, yes. Allow self. It's not local only. Parameters slightly different. Are these somehow gummed up? So we're looking at right, back, left. Right, back, left. No, it's top. Wait, okay. Go from the top down. Left, back, right. It looks like it's the same thing. Hang on a moment. That's what's causing it. These are turning on and off with animations. That's what's going on. Because the contacts are set to turn on and off, it doesn't know what to do. So when I turn on the draw pad, one of these is off, one of these is on. I don't think I have it set to turn on. Because right now it's on... No, it's on draw page 1. Draw page 1 means that it's on... It's drawing side, page color, page Q, pin... drawing side, pages. It's set to page 16 by default. So that's why it might be busted like that. What does page 16 even say? Did I rewrite this one? I don't think I rewrote this one. Picto flip, draw pad, VSI screen. Picto flip, draw pad, VSI, threshold, position, disable. Okay. Move me position, that's unrelated, but you should be working. Hopefully. Give me my goober. I want to show off what this is, because this should show... It's PictoChat, and I really want to show it. It's not working. I don't know why. Hopefully these values are gonna update. Come on. Nope. Understand. What if I put them inside of the DS at first? Like they're right here. Definitely touching. And we give it there's a chance to make another Mystery Dungeon game. If I'm to look at the market, and everyone about the gaming industry now cares about numbers, money, whatever the fuck, you know. I would consider it kind of likely because Rescue Team DX sold really, really well. It was their highest selling Mystery Dungeon game that they've ever made. It outsold Explorers. It sold something like, I think it was like 3 or 4 million. It's not that much, honestly, compared to like another Nintendo title. Like a major Pokemon game, or Legends Arceus was way. Mystery Dungeon 2 DX? Yeah, either I'd love a remake of Explorers, even though, I'll be honest, Explorers is the only one I've not touched, and I still need to play it. I know it's the good one. I still need to play it, though. But either I'd want an Explorers DX, or just another story. Like, they demonstrated they have the power of the Switch to make something incredible. And they only have one Mystery Dungeon title on the Switch, and it's just a rehash of the oldest one. Like, sure, there's one Mystery Dungeon title per generational leap, and people are just talking about, like, the Switch 2, and how it's going to have, like, a chip that's equivalent to a PS5 or something like that in it, and that's genuinely true. Like, tech has gotten to the point where we could put a PS5 chip inside of a Switch, and just look at the Steam Deck, you know? But that thing was made, the Steam Deck probably, in some departments, could outperform some PS5 elements, but I don't know. Feel ya? Yeah. Still, about that topic, what's my favorite Mystery Dungeon game? I want to say Rescue Team because it's the one that just, like, set me in stone about Mystery Dungeon. It carried so much of my childhood. I played it once as a kid. I was like 11 years old, and I had this game on my phone because I'm like, at this point I somehow figured out how to jailbreak my iPod, and it was running Cydia, and I had this like GBA for iOS before GBA for iOS was even a thing, and it was this like Garbo that was, let me turn on Unity here. It was this Garbo that was emulating GBA, but it was still pretty primitive, and it was giving lag to an iOS system. And one thing that was about it, or actually, I'll tell you how I found Mystery Dungeon. It had this website called like Vizd or something that had like a bunch of these games you could just emulate, and they had something for Mystery Dungeon. And I remember hearing about Mystery Dungeon over at the school playground. People were like, "Oh, that's like the game where you like turn into a Pokemon. Who would want that?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I don't want that at all." Well, I kind of want to see what it is, and I was really interested. But I played the cool kid thing, saying no, right? So I played it on an emulator, and I took the personality test, and just somehow immediately I knew that this game was special, and I needed to just preserve it. So I loaded it up on my iPod instead of this weird website that allowed you to emulate it. Played it one night in bed under the covers, just being like, "Hey mom, I'm not on my phone in bed. I swear I'm getting ready for school tomorrow, right?" And it just felt like I was warping away. But one thing about it was I never actually saved my progress right. It like every time that I played Mystery Dungeon and I tried saving, it was saying like, "Oh hey, your save failed. Your save data is corrupted. It's not saving." I'm like, "What do you mean save failed?" So I had to rely on a save state, and that was the worst thing I ever did because I kept save stating the game, And I got to the point where I'm like, wait, this is definitely the end of the game, right? I was at the Sky Tower thing. And if you know, you know. I was just too discouraged to ever play it after that because I was worried my progress would go away. Because me somehow at 11 years old was like, what if I get booted back to the main menu? And I said no. Oh, I just, that was, that stayed with me for like 10 years. Save stating would be your only line. Yeah, exactly. That stayed with me for like 10 years because I just never went past that area. I still had the save file. I still have the save file. I tried replaying it and tried to figure out a new way of saving the game at some point, but the emulator got busted, and the save state format like was completely different. It uses .sav instead of .svs, which is what everything like GBA for iOS would use. Couldn't find the emulator again. Was too lazy to jailbreak my iPod, and I'm just like, I found a copy of Red Rescue Team at... Oh, sorry about that. Fat fingered it. I found a copy of Red Rescue Team at a Goodwill, and it felt like a calling card. I actually got this one Game Boy before. That was this like Game Boy Micro that's like all fiery and stuff, and it didn't work. And I just bought it for $1 off this kid, and I'm like, I swear I'll fix you up and play Mystery Dungeon on you one day and finish Red Rescue Team. And I did exactly that once I learned how to solder last year. And I finished Red Rescue Team. Holy shit. I love it so much. That was... It felt like my redemption arc. And yeah, Red Rescue Team is awesome. It's a game that shaped my life. I'm telling too much story. But... Just making so Weasel's in a Mystery Engine game? Honestly, it wouldn't be too hard of a mod. You just change the Pokemon ID of what you get. You might have to interfere with the UI sometimes. Like, you'd have to ROM hack it, right? But you could probably just say, hey, replace, like, Piplup, even though Piplup goes hard, right? Let's say, replace Bulbasaur with Buizel, and you just become a Buizel. But some people still might say, like, oh, you grass type, right? And I'm like, I'm not a grass type, so I'd probably want to do a water type, if anything. But then you just replace it and you're just a Buizel. I'm sure the game would just allow you to behave that way. It might honestly break if you go into the... Wait, hang on. No, just pick a Pokemon that has an evolution that... Like Pikachu or something. Or... Oh, what's a Pokemon with a single evolution that you can become? Like Meowth. Like something like that. That might do it. Because I'm worried if, like... It was because of 2 evolutionary thing. If you get like evolved and your partner's like, "Whoa, oh, you can evolve again later." It's like, well, I can't. P&D Sky sometime. Good way to drive your attention to channel. Maybe I'm majorly just thinking of doing this as like a modeling thing. Here's the thing. I have this whole setup I made, but I don't want to become a streamer. It's like, I want a way of just working on stuff and talking to people, and I'm definitely doing too much of talking with people, but I know it's just I'm still getting comfortable with it all. But I just want to work on stuff and read the chat every once in a while. Because I'm the type of guy who's like, I don't want to skip one comment. I know it's kind of stupid, but I don't know. Anyway, I need to test this out. See, stylus, you still giving me problems? The tip still giving me problems? Yep, it is. What? Why are you busted? I don't know why you're busted. I keep losing my focus. Why do I keep... Okay. I'm just gonna... What if we have the drop head on by default? I know when I had this on the book, it was causing troubles. So having this on by default is like a big no-no. But this thing isn't listening at all. Maybe I just set these up again? Or, this sounds stupid, but... Actually, turn these on, copy them, paste them, just delete them, and then we just do... You get your PMD origin story, though. Hey! Some ROM hacks that have Buizel as a starter? Really? Really? Ooh. That's awesome. I'd like that, honestly. That'd be really cool. Even if it's a ROM hack I have to play, as long as it's the exact same story, but you just have Dweezil as a starter, I would love that so much. I feel like that would connect with me a bit more. I don't know. I gotta blow my nose. I'll be back in a second. Actually, here's my chance to use the BRB screen. Also, I don't know if you're hearing that sound effect because I made it local, but there's a little thing I have indicating if I mute it or not, so... Hold on. BRB for a sec. I'm gonna go... blow my nose and stuff. That's not the BRB, this is the BRB button. Not in the room.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Sorry, sorry for being AFK, because,
Oh, that's fine.
well, I have made a terrible mistake. So, there was a canned, salmon. And I thought, hey, you know, I thought of giving it a try, because I'm a fish type of guy.
That's really interesting, Jen. Ooh. Anyway.
And then, when I ate it, it's not that nice.
There you go. I think Discord's little note if a mute or not comes up, but I do have my own little custom like mute and stream thing.
Oh.
Which I think is set right. It's a little sound effect to toggle on and off my mic, like. But it should show up. Like, it's a little Mystery Dungeon sound effect. I pitch shifted a bit. Kind of sounds like doo doo, but it's something I don't think should show up on stream. Hopefully, it don't. Okay, so I duped these goobers because sometimes this coordinate system hoo-ha breaks. Wait, hang on a second. Oh, now you work. Wait. Really? So that was it? Dude, VR chat scripts suck. Okay. Okay, so check this out, right? We have...
Yeah.
All I did, right, is I just duplicated these goobers and just renamed them. And already I'm seeing that they're updating right here. So when I plug the animator on... Okay, now it's not updating. Why is it not updating now? Hang on, it's an animator issue. Okay. Because these are all updating here. You can see the values changing here. We're just saying, hey, I'm here, I'm detecting this. Something is broken here. Unless I click on it. No, it should be changing these values. It's not. Ah. Why are you bugged out? What the hell? Makes me curious. Would the did I wait a minute? No, because oh. Well, oh, I want to change this from Picto to Victo to Ficto. But like it's a bit strange where it's Picto flip. Where's the root animator here that I'm using is the okay. So I just gotta rename these goobers, but okay, caps lock. Alright. If I put this one on, it works. But these values don't get updated. But they are showing. So is this, what fault is this? Is this Unity? Is this VRChat? Because the animator is just not responding at all. I'm gonna try giving Unity a restart. I've never... This confuses me. I don't get it. But I have had it open for a while. We could change so we're not on resonance no more, because I'm getting sick of this music. Ugh. Synchro is an amazing thing. It makes me want to buy the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet DLC. Yeah, honestly, I was just playing for hours, just flying around as a Dragonite or like waddling around as a Weasel, and I was loving it so much. It was so cool. Hello. Right now I'm trying to reload Unity because Unity's being a goof. Also find some new to put on the thing if there is music. I don't know if there is. What is this? This is from Go Vacation. What is this? Oh, School was a good song. And these actually all loop really well too. Crazy. Okay. Let's see. Will you work now? Went free. Flip. Nope. Oh wait, no, I have the wrong thing selected. Click U, please. Oh. Nothing. Even though right here, you're updating. Why is it that you're not updating here? It was some strange... Okay, I remember messing with this a while ago. It was something that I did with Euclid in his book. I forget what it was, though. But something just breaks with these systems, and I don't understand why. It's like after a certain amount of time, they just fail to talk to each other. And it makes no sense. I got an idea. Copy component. Actually, fresh component. Wait, hang on. VR? What VR is this? Kind of making a Pokemon Mr. Engine series on VRChat like roleplay. You know, I've maybe not. I don't know if I'd want to do that. Well, there's room for other people too, honestly. I'm too busy making stuff, and I'm someone who would rather make stuff rather than... I'd love to get involved in a story like that, but I'd rather not do it for like the sake of a video. I'd want it to feel so real that it'd just be like... I'd want it to be honestly just like, oh, this is just a life I live, right? I'd like to do RP about it, that'd be really cool. But I don't want to do a series. I've seen someone who has tried to do that, and it's been something that's been quite cringe. It's gone in the cringe compilation, but they, the idea is The idea's not bad. I don't really know if I'd be able to. I don't know if I'd be comfortable doing that because I've seen it go like. It's so cool. It's such a cool idea, but there's just so much you have to worry about. And then there's so many people had their own explanations of Mystery Dungeon because the game says so much. There's headcanons of being like this and that, and it'd be a clusterfuck of trying to figure out what I do next in a story. Like, am I just suddenly powered up? I just defeated Rayquaza, and I'm still like an underling. Like, it'd be cool to tell a story like that, but actually like playing it out would be a bit difficult because then people would like see you and then be like, oh, that's your character, and I'm not much for actually like presenting a film, but I do like the idea of role playing. I've never really done that before, but heck, one of the reasons I actually remade this boy right here and why I'm working on him. He's not a Pokemon, but he's just like Angel Dragon dude that I like. And one of the reasons I'm working on him is because he's this like. To me, he's the most character creature that I have, and my friend was like, hey, there's this fantasy roleplay going on in VR chat that we're interested in. I'm like, oh, no way. And he's like, no, I need a character for it. I'm like, I already got one that I just want to flesh out. So that's what I'm doing here, is I'm just working on Wint, this boy right here. And it's not my character. Wint is made by Milkpot Studios, and there's now this, because the studio is now defunct, there's now the character Nord. It's pretty much just Wint, but a different rehash of paint, and it honestly doesn't look as good as this one. And this one's Freyren Wint, which is inspired by Freyren, I believe, the one anime about Journey's End and stuff, but their outfit just kind of screams fantasy, and I love that. So, I'm trying to see about this DS on it, because I wanted to give him a DS for no reason, whatever, but he just has a DSi now. He's just a model I was testing out. So the reason there's a DS on him is, I don't know. Anywho. So I'm thinking duplicating these would help. And then just... So we duplicate this, remove this, add a new one. Receiver. Receiver. R. There you go. I'm gonna brain fart right now, bro. That's the name. Radius. No, it is a capsule. Let me just copy the same values here. You. To you. To you. We say allow only me. Collision tags. And we look for Picto Tip, which should be... I want to put this back on Stylus, but I know that this is like the way I would debug it and how it worked. I don't know why it's busted now, but if I had to guess, this is why. And now, because this component is fresh, I can copy it, remove these, paste my new one, which probably lacks the metadata of the old ones, and it should probably work. Even though this sounds incredibly stupid, it will probably work. Paste new. Paste component as new. BR, BL, TR, PL. What happened to... Hold on just a moment. No. Why are you not... You weren't updating? Yeah, I guess I missed that one. Are these supposed to be in the same spot at first? I might be getting confused. If it defaults to page 1, that means that that's odds. So you put you up a little bit, and you down here. There's some PMD plush series are the best. Super Plush Squads 1? Maybe that's cool. I've heard... Oh, someone actually told me a similar story, where there was they have a really interesting commission that I honestly really want to do. It is a strange one, but it's kind of something like that they referenced. They said they read. they want it pretty much just be like, oh, make it like someone had this cool little shading trick that they did where they had this like transparent-ish balloon character, and I met him at New Year's, and I don't really know what the gist of all that stuff is. I'm purely innocent to that thing, I swear, but it's just like it looks so cool with the way he did the shading because he was transparent but also reflective, and it was like, whoa, that shading's awesome. And he kind of just wants something, in a nutshell, not disclosing much, because, I don't know, it's like, a lot of people like, hey, this is my little dream of a commission, and it's honestly just an innocent little dream that they want to do, and I respect that. But I'll just say, they want something that's kind of like, reflective, and transparent, and, okay, it's a Pokemon that's kind of just a balloon, but it's just so cool. Like, the idea of having that shading on a Pokemon in my mind. Just the shading I saw in VR chat that one night. And it'd be cool. Like, I'm sure you could mimic that. It was really, really neat. And I'm not one for it. If it's making someone else happy, alright. But I'm not for that thing. I don't know. It's those kind of cases where it's like, is it weird to take that? But it's in the spirit of like, hey, you know, I could really make someone like actually just in the heart happy, you know? It's weird, but I can tell when people aren't a certain way about those things. Definitely one of those cases where they're not a certain way. They just really, really want that, and it's cool. So I'm looking forward to that, because it'll be actually interesting. Anyway, Wind Redux, Scoober, are you going to work now? Grah. You're not working. You're not working. Maybe we move Tip all the way out here so it doesn't touch it. Oh wait, no. I'm dumb. This should not be on by default. Ugh. Wait, no, it's not touching. Come on. Now we click on the thing. And then we go into the... Wait. Ooh. We have a value of 1. There's a value of 1. That's kind of new. And then where's the tip? What? Okay, it's indeed corrupt. But it's a constant. Not proximity. Okay. I think I found the problem. And because they are all... Yeah, that actually did fix it. I just forgot to set these as their own goobers. So, then you set them for proximity. This corrected it, looks like. Now I need to read my own words here and see what the hell I did. Because this one is back left. This one, back right's already in use. Top right. Copy this parameter, go to top right, paste you here. Top left. No, that's top. You're misaligned. This is you. Top left L. Top right L. Top right L. Okay, these are different. BR is right. BL. So finally I'll be able to show this off. But yeah, this is, aside from a little talking I've been doing, this is how debugging works in Unity. You have a lot of, what the hell do I do here? And how the hell did I get here? And what did I do here that makes this a problem? It's literally looking at your own spaghetti of code, except all your code is not in a pile of scripts you just analyzed. It's all in a bunch of objects that you've made. And it's just incredibly difficult to find what you did, why it's busted, and I love that because you can pull off something amazing, but coding's a mishmash. There's so many layers I have here too. And all these are animations, and if you even glance at my animation folder, sorry, these are the ones for winch, this is not the one for the pick-to-flip. These are the ones for pick-to-flip. All those animations. All those. Colors of the pen, all these pages. So one of these could be a problem. I get some good work done. Nice to meet you. See you. Catch ya. See ya, Jen. I at least want to fix this for the stream preview, and that's all I want to do tonight. Come on. Who? Will it work? Will it blend? I don't know. Break the blender. I used the wrong... Okay, don't do that one. That one would work fine, in theory. Do this one. Redux. Draw pad is on, stylus is on, which is stupid why they're on by default. Go back to here. Yeah, there we go. You see? Now it's actually updating the values here. Finally, it's doing that. And for some magical fucking reason, this one's working too, despite this one not being one of the ones I changed. I don't understand. It's working though. So now I can draw with this and show you exactly how this works. So if you were to use PictoChat, right? This PictoChat system, all you do is you enable your little draw thing and then just move around your cursor. And you're like, oh, that's really cool. And you can draw other lines, like here's another line, right? Just make a really crappy circle there. And this will be on the tip of the pen, that's in the tip of the stylus. So you would touch the stylus against this and say, hey, I want to draw. And you draw. Or touch the stylus against it, and there's no avatar contact on the physical screen itself, because that would be kind of a bitch to emulate, because you couldn't actually have feedback to your hands unless you have weird vibration stuff, which you can't exactly do in VRChat in a specific way with avatars. You can do it with worlds, though. But with this case, I guess we got... Oh, I believe so. Well, that's alright if you are. If I'm explaining Gabagoo, I'm kind of just practicing what it would be like on a stream anywho. There's a reason it's called testing. But I'm gonna see if this page flipping stuff works. Page up. That scrolls it, but it doesn't do it unless it's animations. Because that one's showing page 3, so it wouldn't show. Page 1 doesn't show, so we have to do page 2. Draw on here a little bit, which is not working for no reason. It's not working. Why are you not working? Doesn't it rely on a... It relies on a material switch. But... No, something's not working. It's still using L, it's not using R. Which should be commanding it to use L instead of R. But wasn't this an animation thing that had to... No, threshold... Okay, threshold L is on. So that's... What was it? This one's supposed to be moving it down, yeah? Because now it's on draw page 2. Page 2 is saying you need to send x-axis left threshold. Oh, and that just moves the thresholds. It was this one that moved the... Hang on. Page flip, drawing side? No. It was lefty, righty, stylus toggle, drop pad toggle. Which one was it? It was one that had the giant fucking Easter egg, I think. Where's that one? VSI angle? Oh no, this one was... Yeah. So this one's on. What do you do? Hamburger... even. That one controls shape keys. Which animation messes with the... View slider, set slider, bright slider, sound bank. No, sound bank, that's just sound effects. Okay. That's the Easter egg. VSI angle, camera buff. Inside. No, hang on, I'm just stupid. These get the same coordinates. These don't get different coordinates. They're the same coordinates. So let's try the pictoflip effects. Those should work fine. Less layers. Drop pad, stylus on, hip, move back into position. Okay, so you want to tell me why the fuck you're not updating? Why are you not updating the values, but... Oh, pause mode. Okay. I got freaked out for a second. Right? Let's try setting a pen color. I haven't done that yet. Oh, the pen color doesn't work. Did I even code it? It might not work. No? Oh. It's indeed another color, but the camera must not be detecting it. How is the camera blending it? Cut out. No emission. Main texture. Do you have shading? Occlusion tint. I'm just to set you to be on it. Transparent over it. Okay. So then, why is this? Okay, let's just change the material on this. Why is canvas screen using? It's goofy. Let's go with some unlit, transparent cutout. There we go. That should be updating when I scroll it too, I believe. Now I need to recode it. About page 2, page 3. Okay, it's going. It says I'm still drawing, so 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm not still drawing. Why is it still going? Oh no. Tip, what are you doing? Oop. Okay. I guess it just kind of corrupted it. New drawing. Page 3. Okay. It's still emitting. Sure it's still emitting? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, it's just still going. Bro, you're not emitting. How are you doing that? How are you stretching that much? Is that the... That doesn't make sense. Let me just try to be... It could have gotten corrupted. One more time. Alright, Glenn, I think you're the only one watching.
Huh? What?
Hello. But test stream's soon to go well. I think I'm about done. But
Oh, okay.
it's cool.
Well, at least nothing's happening. Nothing bad happened.
There's some things I gotta do, but I think it's about it. I'll fix it up.
Yeah.
But I think it's about it.